Ever wonder what happens when a classic novel gets a seriously modern makeover? Emerald Fennell's take on Wuthering Heights is sparking a debate, with critics either praising its boldness or branding it a misfire. Um, that Before you rush to see it, let's dive into the whirlwind of reviews. And the film, starring Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi, hit screens on Friday, immediately drawing strong reactions. Some critics labeled it astonishingly bad, while others found it swooningly romantic. It's safe to say this isn't your grandmother's Wuthering Heights. Uh, the Times Review didn't hold back, calling the movie self-deflating and criticizing Jacob Elordi's portrayal of Heathcliff, but it was one. Steamy scenes were described as exhausting and overlong, and Margot Robbie's Kathy, meanwhile, was likened to a Barbie character with a BDSM edge. However, not everyone was unimpressed. The BBC and the Telegraph offered glowing praise, calling the film resplendently lurid, oozy, and wild. They highlighted Fennell's willingness to embrace the novel's hidden desires and creating truly visceral experience. So, if you had to see two things, Robbie and Elordi embody Catherine and Heathcliff, the iconic star-crossed lovers. Fennell made it clear from the start this wouldn't be a faithful adaptation. She's pared back the story, tinkering with characters and subplots. The Independence review was scathing, stating the performances were pushed to the border of pantomime. The Guardian called it an emotionally hollow, bodice-ripping misfire. Critics felt Fennell prioritized style over substance, and that Times doubled down, branding the film vapid and failing to capture the complexity of Bronte's Gothic masterpiece. And that Empire gave it 3 stars, acknowledging the film's ambition, but suggesting it could have benefited from a more grounded approach. Irish Times critics anticipated aggressively lewd moments, but found the film ultimately fell short. They compared it to a bawdy carry-on film rather than a truly subversive exploration of desire. Despite the negativity, the Telegraph awarded the film 5 stars, praising its obsessive focus on the central affair. The BBC agreed, noting Fennell's ability to surface the novel's hidden sexual tensions. Fennell herself spoke about the novel's impact on her, stating it cracked her open as a teenager. She felt a personal connection to the material and wanted to create a film that reflected her own interpretation of the story. So, is it a brilliant reimagining or a disastrous misfire? It seems Wuthering Heights is a film that will leave audiences divided. It's a bold, provocative take on a classic. And whether you love it or hate it, it's sure to spark conversation. They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. I guess it means Emily Bronte is either thrilled or rolling in her grave. Either way, she's getting a lot of attention. With that said, thanks for watching. And until next time,